Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Empowerment Network. In case you are new on this platform, so today is Thursday, the 11th of January 2024. This is Comfort speaking to you from England. Andy Bergs, I think, from England. I'm sure Collins Manor, all the way from England. Guys, welcome.
Absolutely.
Yes, guys, if you saw our topic,
2024, we're getting in there. Absolutely
yeah.
fantastic.
Right there, sure. So guys, if you saw the topic, it says we have struck another major pillar, and so we without any fear of favor, we think we can loudly say that we own the internet. So Collins, there was a lot of excitement early this morning, would have been yesterday for some people. So you just want to go on anything that touched you the most, and let's see where we go from. Thank you.
Yes, just greetings to everyone. We are here again just to discuss the excitement, to share our excitement. Hello, Andy. Hello, Comfort. So we're here. Yeah, so what really struck me yesterday was, Ash has always told us about the pillar, the major pillar in ONPASSIVE. And I think we achieved a major milestone, yesterday, which is the AI cloud computing, data center. So it's just a multi-region data center, which we've just achieved. It's AI cloud multi-region data center. And as we speak, our O Connect is already hosted on the data center, which is fantastic. This means we don't have to pay any more to AWS. Means everything now is in-house. We don't have to pay anything because we were paying a lot, not millions, to AWS, but now no more. Our O Connect, which is really massive, we know it's really big data. We already know what is O Connect. Those who have been following, they know O Connect is a video conferencing platform. And all of this big data are now into our multi-region cloud computing data center, AI driven, which is amazing. And the second thing is our domain register. We are domain and we have the highest.
Before you go to domain, Collins, let's tarry a bit on this AI cloud data center thing, because I think that, Andy, I don't know about you, but I think that we need to know a bit more about that. Tell us a bit more what it means to own an AI cloud, and then with multi-regions, just touch on those words and expressions. Let's get a bit more so that we understand better.
So let's look at data center. We always talk about data. All of us know what is data. All our personal information, whatever we are searching for, they are all data. And data must be hosted somewhere. So when we look at data, you said, all right, where do we find our data? Data is being stored in the database, and the database is stored in a server. So where are these servers stored? They are stored in what? In a data center. So data center is made up of hardware, racks and services, cables and a lot of stuff. And we know one of the highest cable now is fiber optic cable, because they are swift and fast and everything, give you a better connectivity. So now we're talking about data center and we're talking about cloud. So when people think about cloud, they just think like, wow, cloud is just like air. No. And it's just most of these things that connect data from one region to the other. Like I like the way Red put it. He said it's like a spider web. You have like a big house, and then you have all this web coming, so you can have different region and different stuff, storage of data everywhere, hanging with, sometimes you can't physically see them, but they are there. Like yesterday, our CEO told us about multi-region in United Kingdom. So what will happen if we have it here? It means it is easy for us to connect. So when there is data or information, say for instance, O Connect, let's take O Connect for instance. If I want to connect now to O Connect and log into O Connect, which one will give me which one is near to me? The multi-region is the one in UK. So the system will easily ping me to the one in UK, and I will easily connect. And for instance, if Central Europe, they don't have it, they'll easily be connected to the one in UK until they put one that is closer to them. You know, those in US will easily connect to the one in US, but all of this information, they are coming from the bigger data center, and then the multi-region, they are just scattered everywhere. Where with the multi-region cloud, it gives you that easy access to the web, whatever you are searching for. You know, it gives you the faster connectivity. Just imagine if everything was somewhere else we don't know, and you are really far off somewhere. You try to connect, because the bombardment of the data center, you just know, like you have a house with a lot of clothes and they said, go and search for one. It takes you ages to search for that one. But if everything, because all of us are coming in our numbers, but if you have the multi-region, it helps for easily distribution of the data equally, and easy access of the data, and faster connectivity and swiftness for you to get a data transmission from your laptop to this. When you make a search from your laptop, it hit the server nearer to you and then ping the data back to you as fast as possible. And that is why multi-region cloud is very important. They call it cloud computing, you know, so you can easily access data and back.
All right. Another one. We need to know. So data center or cloud computing is not new, because we know about Azure, cloud, Amazon, and so on. But there seems to be an excitement when they say AI cloud and all of those. So what makes that different? The AI based one. What makes it different?
Yeah. So if you look at AI, we're talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. You know, remember Dr. Tariq told us about a lot of stuff when they talk about, you know, the not only for us, like the normal individual. When you talk about AI can easily identify what you are searching for, which is automated, and then transmit it equally to you. You know, so it's just about making the system more robust and making searchable more easier, because the machine can easily detect and understand what you are looking for and then return the information back to you. That's the importance of AI without hassle. You know, so everything is just like working seamlessly in a way that you human being cannot really understand. Because when you talk about, last time we were talking something, Dr. talk about big data, you know, all of those stuff that comes with it, AI driven. It's just a lot of things that machine can do, but because they have automated and then they code it in a way, because normally AI is just the order of the day now. But when you talk about machine learning, imagine machine can learn big data, understand it, and then give you the exact information you want. That's what is embedded in ONPASSIVE as we speak. You know, so it's easy for you to get it, collect the information you want, instead of just go and you just search a lot of, let me say, unwanted information just populating your site. But you can get the exact information because the machine can easily understand what you are looking for.
Perfect. Thank you. Andy, over to you now. I don't know what you want to say, but say.
With the data centers, the key point that I have kind of gone back to or picked up was that when he spoke about the data center and what was coming last year, was that the most of the other cloud servicing companies are not using the very latest in technology, and I think he mentioned that one of the competitors in that sector have a data center, and they have to have around 1,500 staff to run it, whereas he said the largest, when we have the largest data center, it will only require 3 employees to run it. Now, the thing I picked up on in particular was that, and he mentioned Walmart as an example. Walmart gets charged 30 odd million a year by one of the big boys, the cloud hosting boys. And Ash explained that with the technology that we have, with the AI built into this cloud, etc., and within the the largest data center, that we would be able to host their entire website, etc., for a fraction of that. And I think he mentioned a figure of about 5 million a year instead of 30, and we'd still make 2.5 million profit, which is quite something. So, you know, I appreciate what Collins is explained. My understanding and knowledge of the cloud has grown substantially over the time, and being a layperson in this particular environment, the one thing that I do know is, you know, I have to use iCloud to upload photos and data into that thing. Now, I personally don't trust them, based on who owns it, what's going on, etc. But more importantly, it's been a right pain to try and get this information back off the cloud and onto the device that I want it on. So, and more annoying for me is I don't have an awful lot. I have a lot of photos on there, but I don't have an awful lot. But I have to pay every month now to make use of it because the storage has been exceeded. And obviously my Gmail and my Yahoo accounts, they're reaching their limits as to what you can and can't hold. So I'm either going to have to start paying for those or get rid of lots of information. So we, again, from our point of view, us simpletons when it comes to the software side of things, utilizing the ONPASSIVE side and what's going on with ONPASSIVE means that I don't have to worry about paying extra fees because I don't have to worry about the storage. It's unlimited. And I don't have to worry about emails and this storage limitation either. So I can have everything on the cloud with ONPASSIVE, and it's mine and it's safe because it's never going to be shared. So those for me are the key elements, if you like. I know Collins is the specifics because of the background he has, but from a layperson's point of view, the most important things for me is the security, the fact that it's unlimited, and I can save all of my data onto that cloud and it remains mine, not to be shared with anybody else. So that's what I took. And the fact is that, you know, we've got a data center, if you like, in the UK is even more exciting because things are starting to get to this situation where, you know, we are getting closer and closer to the core. We've got everything going on in the Middle East at the moment, in Dubai and in Cairo, etc. And now hearing that we've got a data center in the UK is like, woohoo, we're there. Yeah.
Yeah. Andy,
okay, go ahead, bro. Yeah, go
Andy
ahead.
touched some point which I just want to talk about security, which is very important. You know, Andy touched a point which is so important about the multi-region. Sorry, 1 second. Who's calling me? Let me just shut it down. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Did look at it. So Andy touched about security, and that's one of the most powerful thing when it comes to cloud computing. You know, one of the way it is designed is for you to give that maximum security, you know, and what security and compliance within multi-region. So when you have it, you must have that security and compliance, because at the end of the day, what is happening to that data, there is data replication across the region for easy access. So when that data replication is taking place, there must be maximum security and compliance within all. You know, every region must have similar data, so you can easily search and then you get exactly what you want. And also backup mechanism is one of the things, because there is always backup. If something happened to one region, the other region acts as backup, so you can easily copy it, replica of it, and then put it to the region when it's up and running. again.
Wow. That's serious. So I think, Andy, as you were saying earlier on, I think we do appreciate, everybody on this platform appreciates the fact that it comes from many angles, from various perspectives, and so it goes a long way to educate as many people than you would even believe. So I think we are doing fine. I believe so. So Collins, before I stopped you earlier on when you wanted to share your excitement about the domain. So what, before you go ahead to start telling us a bit about that, would domain mean what is coming to be OCreate?
Now,
No. Okay.
OCreate is just like a website builder.
Oh, okay. Come on, go
Yes.
ahead.
So domain is just a domain register. You know, every website is hosted on a domain. You know, domain is the mechanism give you access to the World Wide Web, create you an IP address and say, all right, because for instance, let's say you have like comfort, that's it can be a domain name, but that domain name, you can call it like, maybe if you want to look, because they've modernized the name, but if you want to break it down to code, it will be www. All of those things. So they've just make it nice and tidy to give you that end point, which is a domain. That name now is hosted where? Is that name is your website name, but that website name must be hosted in something that give you accessibility to the website. Without the domain, nobody can access you. That's why you see GoDaddy is there to give you the access. But if we look at ONPASSIVE, why ONPASSIVE is so special, so massive, is because there are three things that make up ONPASSIVE domain register to be more powerful. One, you know, the accreditation is one of the highest. Some of the companies don't have it. Yes, you can have 300,000 companies across the globe, you know, who are domain register, but those who are accredited to the highest level, what ONPASSIVE, they are just few, you know, really few. Now, why ONPASSIVE is special? You come into ONPASSIVE, it build a website for you. You know, it gives you the maintenance facilities for you to maintain the website. It gives you a hosting right, you know, and what happened? Put it on the domain, and every time it maintains that website. So it gives you a full package of everything. You don't have to hustle. Imagine if you want to buy a domain from GoDaddy is separate. It ranges from maybe $5 to $30, depending on how you want your website to be seen. $5 will put you maybe 2,000 down the page. Nobody will ever see you. When you go and you search on Google, all the one that you can't see is because their domain is really tiny. They just pay little money and they can't, you know, you are just down there. So, but if you look at ONPASSIVE will always put you right at the top. One, because it's high. They've just provided for you. Secondly, they build the website. You have to pay an engineer. If you're going on your own, pay an engineer to build a website for you. That will cost no less than $5,000, the cheapest. You know, and then the maintenance of that website it will not be cheap, because you have to pay maintenance. Once they build your website, a static website they give you, if you want them to continue maintain that website, optimize it, you have to pay. It's not free. ONPASSIVE is doing all of this for you, you know, and then give you a hosting right, put you in that position where everyone will see you. That is the game changer of ONPASSIVE, you know, the game changer of everything they are doing. So when Mr. Ashmofara said it yesterday, I was just like, wow, then you don't need to struggle, because if you want to go on your own, you use OCreate, create your website, get domain, pay, and go. How far can you go? And he said, what the affiliate or the affiliate founders affiliate will be the first domain. You remember Mr. Ashmofara gave us a topic, what it means for you to have a domain, and then afterward you become a domain register provider. Means all of us now will be GoDaddy, because you are not only hosted on a domain, but now you can have domain in your marketplace and sell domain to outsider, to those who are coming to ONPASSIVE. That is huge. That's what makes me to go, what am I seeing and what am I hearing? You have a domain, you are all hosted on a domain, your website is dynamically dynamically updated, optimized, put you in that position where you want to be. You just need to click and select the domain name you want, and then the tail end, when it comes out to productization of domain, you will be a domain provider.
Listen, just I was going to ask this, Angelina just helped me by putting this on the screen so that I read and ask my question, because she says building a website, hosting it, and maintenance can cost thousands of dollars. ONPASSIVE will offer massive value which no one domain registrar can match. ONPASSIVE is giving us this for free. So the worry here now is this is where these big guys get the big cash that we make news of it every day. So Ash is giving this for free. What's the freedom, the wisdom behind that? And how do we make apples? Everything is given for free, even all of this.
Yeah. So the Apple side that you become a domain registrar when they productize it, and then it goes to your marketplace, select it as a product, and now you become domain provider. So you are not only you are not only hosting. And remember the difference between the affiliate, you can call affiliate or founding member of ONPASSIVE and other founding member. They don't provide you domain. You are hosted on one big domain of Amazon. You don't have a website. It's Amazon website. You come into ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE give you that website. So you are the hero now in ONPASSIVE. You are the hero. You own a website, your name, your everything. Brand new. Create it for you. You know, manage the website, optimize it, put it at the top front where everyone will see you. You are the hero. And then at the tail end, you become a domain provider.
Wow. All right. Did you want to say something, Andy?
Yeah, I understood. Ash mentioned that there are 3,200 odd companies that can offer domains. But with the accreditation that we've got, and he used an internationalized domain name status and the accreditation that goes along with that, there are considerably fewer companies that have that opportunity. Is that right, Collins? Yeah. So, and it's interesting the way Collins has just explained that. That made more sense to me than the explanation I heard last night. Perhaps it was because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Apologies for that. I set my alarm and got back up. But yeah. But now I understand that it's not just about ONPASSIVE offering domains, but when we have our own websites, we are offering domains. Oh wow, okay. Now I get it. So yeah.
Andy, you are not just going yet. You get it now, really, like as clear as crystal. So,
yeah.
what difference would this whole package and the opportunity bring to businesses? You are a businessman.
Well, I mean, look, there are a lot of let's go to multi-level marketing, because this is what I'm thinking of. So every multi-level marketing company right now has this website that they use, and every affiliate that they have registers with this website. Okay, so it's not their own. They have their own, the website plus their name, or it links them or new prospects to that website via that person that comes in. But how about this? They've now got their own domain through ONPASSIVE and can now offer domains to their guys. So now I've got my own. If I were to work for a multi-level marketing company or a network marketing company of sorts, now I've got my own property, because what the company has done is they've registered with ONPASSIVE and they've been able to offer out these domains. So now I own my own property. And this is what it's like having real estate. Yeah, because it the value builds and builds and builds over time. And this website that's created on our behalf will have all of the various stock that we've got in our shop, from, you know, the free products, O-Net, O-Trim, O-Mail, and the paid products, O-Connect, O-Tracker, and O-Academy, and O-Create, and O-Verify, and all of these other products that are coming out. Now, the other thing that struck me the other day, so yeah, sorry, I'm jumping about a little bit, but bottom line, from a business perspective, that's really very attractive for any multi-level marketing company, or any company that has employees or associates or affiliates that use that system. Yeah, something along those lines. So now all of a sudden they have that capability to be able to do the same. That is quite substantial for any business. Now, the other thing that I find interesting is that there are at least another 5 products coming out very shortly. But what Ash was explaining yesterday was the commission structure with the other paid products. So the first person that pays in, you get 100% from. The next payment is 25%. And he used a phrase that I like, but you hear it with other types of business and you go, that sounds too much like that. So what these do is create an income that's paid each and every month, because that customer is using the product that he's purchased. So O-Connect is using the O-Connect. Now, what people don't seem to understand is that the product that we have is second to none. It's got far more features. There are additional add-ons and etc. etc. Now we have our own database and data centers, etc. Then we host it ourselves. So there is going to be more things that will be added onto this over time. We get that, right? But let's just boil it down to cost, because cost is a big issue for most companies. So if you use the equivalent for 10,000 attendees, it's $6,500 a month. Right, now we know at the moment, with the offer that's on for a new customer, it's $200 for 3 months. Yeah, so why would you not try it? You got a 14-day free trial anyway, but you try it, and if it's as good as what we say it is, and take my word for it, there's a lot more things that are far better than the other one that most of us know. But why would you pay $6,500 a month for it? I don't understand that. Now, I've come across somebody who originally signed up as an early bird, what we classed as a founder 4 years ago. And since then, all they've done.
You're muted.
How did I hit that?
All they've done is.
So all they've done is they've actually taken all the negativity that they can find and go, I'm not going any further, rather than actually have a look at the website, have a look at some of the videos on the YouTube about what we've got as assets within the company and about what's going on. And I do not and cannot grasp that mindset that I'm only going to focus on the negative. I'm not even going to bother having a look at the positive. What's that all about? Because with what he told us last night, I've never been as excited as I am right now. Not only do I know that for every customer that I take on board, I'm going to get 25% of what they pay to infinity. So if I take on 100,000 customers and they're paying 25, I get my commission is $25 a month. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can see Colin smiling. It's brilliant.
Yeah, no. Yeah, when Collins is smiling, you know you've touched another
Yeah.
point of his. So, Collins, whatever you want to respond to what Andy has said, I think we should be rounding up, because what we're trying to do, guys, is just pick a few points and try to digest them, and then petit a petit till we meet the next stop. Then we would have gone through the message of yesterday. So, Collins, I think whatever you're saying now would be the last. So just crown
Yeah.
it.
So yes, Andy have just like really break it down really nice. So the two take, you know, which I will touch on. I know there's a lot of things we can touch on today, but because of time constraint, the 2 point, you know, and the biggest, you know, which is really the biggest milestone out, based on my own opinion, especially when it comes to products, is the domain, is the domain register and the data center. Because with data center, we already know AWS is making the money they are making. You know, 65% of their revenue comes from data center, and the rest, the other peanut, we call it small, comes from what they are, the rest they are doing. So we just have to just think about it, see how massive it is, you know, and we've not seen anything yet. And then domain register as well, it's massive. When we talk about the pillar, which is, I'm just rounding up now, we've touched 2 pillars: domain and data center. That is where they milk you. Remember, if you have an enemy and they want to fight you, they can't get you, they always go to your weak point. If you don't own a domain and you have all of these companies that are battling with you and they tell you, my friend, you have to stop, or we'll get you or sell your company over. You said no, they just tell the other person and give them huge money to shut you down from your domain or from the data center, or they increase the price until you cannot hold it on. You said, what? You know what? I'm out of business. And what will happen? All your customer will say, wow, I've gone to that website, it's not working again. What is happening? They've run away with my money, because the giant, they've just come and suppress you. And if they cannot get you, they go to your suppliers and still shut you down because they can pay them. The reason why Mr. Ashford is telling us that we need to own the internet, it's not about owning the 5.5 billion. And if we own them, what's the problem about it? But the good thing is about owning all of this. You know, your domain register, your data center, your financial processor, your OKYC, and the ecosystem. 5 pillars, you are done. You know, you can have hundreds of customers, hundreds of millions of customers. No one can shut you down, you know, because you own these things. You are not dependent on third-party supplier to do something for you, because people can go there and tell them, you know what, this man is stubborn, give them higher price or shut them down. So you cannot shut us down. And when Mr. Ashford always make that statement, only God can stop us now, it's because of these things that are coming. And we've already achieved 2. That's it. So we have achieved 3. We're talking about data center, our ecosystem, single sign-on, and what? Our domain register, you know, and more. I think the others, they are just like, we just flop the whole thing and we are done. Finish. Nothing can stop us. So let us be excited. Let us keep the flame blowing. You know, if you are not excited and ONPASSIVE after hearing all these things, it is really unfair. I cannot say unfair. It's just like maybe you stay thinking about something else. When you think about bringing everything in-house, it saves the company fortune, revenue, you know, domain, a data center, only O Connect alone. Yesterday I said it, and Mr. Ashmofara confirmed, millions of dollars into AWS. Now it is in our own pocket. Red even said it today, that thank God that you brought this up. And that was the biggest. I was celebrating that now we don't have to pay, because they come for, look at it. Every time we have just paid one off, right? We registered and we just pay, we activate our account, but we're not paying anything. So every time the company extend it, who is paying that bill? They are paying millions of dollars to AWS. AWS doesn't care if you're making money or not. Pay us or we shut you down. You know, now this is the time where we have to, because the company have been losing a lot of money, getting nothing in return, you know, and it's millions upon millions every time they pay this amount. And it is not fake, because we know that there are companies that are paying, there are companies paying millions of pounds a month for hosting their data on a data center. AWS, Microsoft, Azure, none of them are cheap. You go here, they'll milk you. You go here, they'll milk you. But now we're coming to ONPASSIVE, where ONPASSIVE want to bring that balance of saying, you know what, that we can't charge people like this. If you charge business, they cannot strive. But now, if you make it balanced, they can have better pay rise for their employee. You know, they can go out and do something for humanity. That is exactly what Ms. Ashbofara is doing, and you can still get more. You know, so let us be happy. Let us celebrate. If you didn't get this news yesterday, maybe you were half asleep, or maybe you were expecting something else. But every news was in it, and that's what will make us, you know, give us that word. We're talking about time and financial freedom. You cannot give what you don't have. Now, Ms. Ashbora want to give us what to equip us for us to go and do good for mankind. So let us celebrate when we hear things like this. Means everything is coming in-house for our own good, not for the company, but for our own good.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. We worked hard to make it a bit shorter, but this is ONPASSIVE. We can go on for the next 3 hours. We'll not run out. However, let's digest this. And if you find it interesting, why not subscribe to the channel, YouTube channel you're watching on, share with everybody, because if all of us, at least we're at least 3 million in the OES now, 3 million people should watch this and get to know what they have in their hands, like John Barilla said earlier on. And let's make it big and make it together. So thank you, guys. See you again soon. Thanks, Andy and Collins. Bye, guys.